Welcome to Beyond the Spirits. I'm here with Ghost Sisters, but Ghost Sister tonight, Mandy. Her sister Chasity and Bobby Joe could not make it on tonight. All right, Mandy. So Ghost Sisters, how long has it been going?
We're in our 9th year.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 years, basically.
9 years. I think that's like the longest, probably group wise, I've seen in a long time. Mandy, how did you get into this? I know your abilities, obviously, when you're young.
Well, that's what started it for me. Was ever since I was young, I had been experiencing weird supernatural things going on around me. And I've always been intrigued with, hearing things about ghosts when I was younger. I would hear my grandmother talk about things. I've heard my aunts talk about it. I heard my mother a few times. Yeah, a couple things she had mentioned. So I was always intrigued and just, and plus all the things that was happening to me. I was scared. I used to be scared. To death of it. I couldn't understand why I was experiencing everything. And it was just overwhelming. My whole life dealing with it was overwhelming. Yeah. And eventually, I don't know, it was my daughter, my youngest daughter was seeing things when she was like 12. And actually in this house right here, it all kicked in for her here. And, by that time, I wasn't a paranormal investigator, but I was a medium because I've been doing the mediumship for 10 years. I started that before I started my team.
Okay.
But I needed to know how to help my daughter. So I got a reading from a guy in Ireland, and, he's the one that kind of set off my me doing mediumship readings for people around the world. He told me, he said I was a natural medium and I can help you help your daughter. So he mentored me for a whole year, and I was trying to help my daughter out with what she was experiencing. And then it just kind of went from there. One day I seen on social media the Mansfield Prison Reformatory. And back in 2006 and 2007, I wanted to go there. And back then you had to fill out an application, $50 to wait just to get in.
Wow.
And so I never did make it. I always wanted to. And, I worked in law enforcement for 8 years. So, I was working in law enforcement when we first went to the Mansfield prison, and I actually captured something. The guard Frank walking down in solitary. My sister Chasity was with me. Now, like I said, we weren't investigators at that time, so I had no clue what I was doing. It was all new to me. I was like, oh my gosh. And I just couldn't believe we captured that, but we did. But it was a week after that. I was like, I knew I was supposed to be doing that. It just felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And one day I was at work and I was like on break with some of the officers. And I was like, hey, thinking about starting up a team. So it just went from there. I said, I'm going to start up a team. And next thing I know, I'm calling up my sister. I said, hey, I'm starting up a team and you're joining me. And she was like, what? I said, yeah, you're joining me. And she honestly, when I first got the tickets to go to the Mansfield prison, I was going alone at first. And then I was like, oh no, I got to find someone to go with me. I didn't know who would go. Yeah. So I told my sister, get you a ticket. You're going with me. I'm not going alone. She didn't even know people really did that type of thing. She thought, what? No way. People do this? I'm like, yeah. So it just went from there. And she's been with me ever since. So she's been with me the longest on the team.
Okay. So like both your sisters, how do they feel? Do they have abilities or?
Bobby Joe, she's the skeptic on the team. I don't think she's like fully a skeptic. She's kind of half and half.
Yeah.
She definitely does. She has seen them. She's like a real strong empath. Chasity, she's sensitive, but she just can't focus to tune in the spirit. She's just not able to concentrate. But Bobby Joe, she has seen ghosts, she has heard them, and she still questions,
Yeah.
whether or not. Well, she tries to explain it away.
You talked about like your aunts and your mom, and this is coming up in a lot lately, like family members having abilities. Do you think it's like passed down?
Yeah, I really wish my mother would have told me growing up that she would have premonitions and that she has seen ghosts. I didn't know this until I was an adult. Like later, once I started complaining about, stuff I was experiencing, and then my mom would say, "Oh, I seen the ghost in the house. I seen so and so." I was like, you could have, you could have told me this. I thought I was going crazy when I was younger, seeing and hearing all these things.
Well, welcome Chasity to the show.
Hi. How are you?
Chasity.
Good. How you doing?
Good.
So,
Sorry I'm late.
no, it's okay. Definitely okay. Jump in anytime.
You froze, Chess, a little bit. You're good now.
Good. So, which one? Chasity is the skeptic then? Or is,
No, Bobby Joe.
I'm terrible with names. I am sorry.
It's okay.
We'll put skeptic next to Bobby Joe. So, Chasity, how do you fit into the Ghost Sisters? Like, I'm guessing Mandy kind of brought you in because she's the one who kind of started it.
I'm the older sister. I'm the one that was with her when she started it. When we first went to the prison, she talked me into going to the prison with her because I never knew such thing as ghost hunting ever existed. And she called me and said, "I got a ticket, and you want to go to a ghost hunt with me?" And I went with her. I never knew what it was, and then till she got me on it, and then we went there, and it was kind of a little spooky walking into webs and stuff. But after we got done there, she called me next day and said, "I'm starting a team, and you're on it."
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
I was like, "Okay, whatever."
And game on, huh?
I didn't think it was going to turn into what it turned into, but it turned out better than I thought it was going to be. I never thought,
All right, so I'm gonna little thing about Ghost Sisters. I got into like the social media about a year ago, and you guys always popped up. I mean, you guys are like my first live everything, and I've been hooked ever since on the Ghost Sisters. And I always tell people, like, you want to get followers, you want to see how it's done, watch the Ghost Sisters live. I mean, if you haven't seen them live, I don't know what you're doing, because you guys are on 5 times a week.
You're on all the time.
All the time.
I go even when my sisters don't join me. I'm out there.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. Like Nacho knows, I hate when people ask for followers. That's all there is on their Facebook page. Followers. I use you as an example. Sorry. Like, if you want followers, go put content out there. Get out. I mean, we're paranormal. That's what people want to see. That's
like 144,000 followers. That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's just like by getting out there. I mean, it's unbelievable. What
3,800 today, and I'm like, I don't even know how that's happened. And because I looked over and like 144,000. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's jumping big time.
And you get to go out with a lot of, I guess, cool people, and they probably say the same thing about going out with you. But like Sean Austin and all them, I mean, you guys do a very good job, and you guys do a lot of places that no one's ever heard of.
Yes. Yeah. I do get contacted going into places that no one's been into. I like being the first one in there, because the reason I like it is because you get to be the first one to communicate with, the ghosts. And it's like you get a lot of action when you first go in there. I mean, it's like they're excited to talk to you. So I just think you get a lot more.
I think you being a medium and stuff helps, because a lot of times if we go into a new place, it's quiet because maybe they're shy or don't know you. But with them be able to speak to you, do you think that helps a lot then, the communication?
Yeah, I do. I think it does. I think it draws them towards us, Um, definitely. We actually just investigated a new location in Ohio, in Chasity. We actually were filming first after we got done filming because we're filming for our episodes on YouTube. And after we were done, we went live and was investigating, and we got some really good stuff. And again, we were the first ones to actually get in there. Well, there was another team from Columbus, Ohio, but the guy said they only came in. They asked if they could come in for an hour. He said they were there for an hour and they left, and they've never seen them again. So I don't know if you can really consider an hour, really investigating, but they were actually technically the first ones. But he said they left them with more answers than anything. So when we went there, the spirits were really amped up. They were really excited. We got all kinds of communication. We spent the night there. Chastity chose the most haunted room, I think it was, in the whole place to sleep. Tell him what I did, Chastity.
She jumped up because she said that some ghost hit her, shake the bed, but I didn't feel it shake, but she felt it.
Yes. Yeah. So what happened was we weren't even to sleep that long. And I was laying there trying to go to sleep, and I was trying to get comfortable, and I had my eyes closed, and I felt something. It felt like something either pushed the bed on my side or it kicked it, and I felt it. It was enough for me to jump. I jumped right over on my sister. I said, "Hey," I said, "something just hit the bed." And she's like, "You ready to pack up and leave now?" I said, "No, we're staying here." And I said, "You chose a haunted bedroom, man."
Is there ever a time you want to leave a place?
No.
Not Mandy, no.
Chastity, is there ever a time you want to leave a place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you want to leave? What has to happen that you say, this and I'm out of here?
Oh, I haven't had that yet happen to where I'm scared to want to leave. I just, Mandy will investigate till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and by then I'm tired. I'm used to going to bed early. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It's nothing scares her. She just gets tired and I want to leave.
Yeah, I'm used to going to bed early, so staying up late like she does is just
get the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put a lot of stuff out there, nonstop stuff. How do you keep up with it?
Mandy keeps up with it.
I'm the one, and I do have a mod who's been helping me here for the past year. I added on Diane Mendez. She's in the chats.
Okay.
She helps me out on YouTube. She's one of my mods on YouTube. She's a mod on my TikTok channel, but she's the only mod that I allow on Ghost Sisters on Facebook. So, I allow her to go live over. She's in Alabama, so sometimes she'll go out to the cemetery. So we're putting new content out there. She's not. I don't know if she considers herself a paranormal investigator, but she's kind of learning the ropes. So she goes live. She'll post content for me, like memes and stuff, sometimes. But I'm mainly the one that puts all the videos. I go and edit the videos, and I post a lot of them. So,
I mean, I know it's a lot because I do it myself, and it's like a full-time job. So
it is, and Facebook has a challenge, and they're always challenging me to complete the challenge every week. So I'm like, I got to beat the challenge. 15 rules. They want 15 rules. They want.
That's an awful lot of rules in one day.
Yeah.
It's not one day. It's for the whole week.
The whole week. Still a lot. I mean,
it is, but I'm used to it. So
that's 3 rules a day. That's still crazy.
I mean, when you go out 5 times a week, it's not that bad, I guess.
I wish it was 5 days a week.
It seems like you're out.
I have the option to go anytime I want.
Yeah.
Because I retired early from law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
So that gives me the ability. I can go anytime I want. And when my sister can't go, or my other sister can't go because she works first shift, I go whenever,
I mean, you have such a big network too. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people you can call up, be like, hey, how about this place?
So, yeah, I got a few in my
Yeah.
pocket.
A lot. Don't let her lie. She's got a lot.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot.
Because I'll tell you what, there's some people get on there and say some mean stuff. So it's good to have somebody to get on there and block them and boot them.
Yeah. Well, some people don't believe in it and some people do.
I haven't really run into that much, but haters, you know.
Yeah. I think the more you grow on social media, then you get all the trolls, we'll call them trolls, coming in. But it's not really on Facebook. It's once in a blue moon we might get, depending on where we went. Like we just went to the terrace views. Now that place, we done it kicked off. Listen, that was crazy. I don't know if you've seen that one. So it's a new location in Millersburg, Ohio. I had to put a post on Ghost Sisters, like, where should we go to next? You know, and all these people were tagging other haunted places. Go here, go there, blah, blah, blah. Well, Haunted Rooms came over and commented. They actually tagged Terrace View Hospital. And I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I clicked on it and it showed this big, beautiful hospital. And I'm like, it's in Ohio. And I instantly emailed them. And they had just opened in autumn. So, of course, I'm on it. I'm like, I'm ready to book. I'm like, I'm looking to book. And I noticed they didn't have a schedule for you to like look and see when you could. They just said you can go Sunday through Thursday and on the weekends and how much everything costs. And you could do ghost tours and things. Yeah. So I was like, you guys don't have a calendar. I don't know, what date I can choose. He said, send me something. We just got everything up and running and we'll let you know. And I picked a Thursday because it'd be cheaper. And I invited, Sean Austin, Chris Ball, a couple other of my friends in the paranormal. And we divided the cost and we went. Well, little did we know, it's not that we couldn't investigate the place, but there was an issue. There's an issue going on with the owner, and the town is trying to stop him from having investigations. Like literally, the mayor is trying to tear this place down. They want to build house units and things there. And when we went there, everybody that was with me blamed me because I went live on Facebook. And there's like, man, it was your fault. I'm like, we paid to be here. What are y'all talking about? They let us in, they tours and everything, right? Everybody's filming. And we're not even an hour into investigating. I'm live on Facebook and everything. And next thing I know, I'm upstairs doing the Estes and I'm sitting in a wheelchair, right? I'm not seeing anybody or hear anybody. I'm in the wheelchair and doing the Estes. All of a sudden, my friend comes over and she's like, Mandy, the cops are here. I said, what? Next thing I know, I see the cops come over. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And they're like, hey, you guys got to get out of here. We're like, what? We paid to be here and we're live. So once we ended the live and everything, we talked to them and they were cool as they could be. They were, so did you guys get anything? And they were really cool. But they said the judge has ordered no one is to be in here investigating. So we're sorry. They were really cool though. And, I was telling them, I said, hey, if you're going to arrest us, I said, take me to where I used to work. I said, they'll take very good care of me. And my husband's a captain. I said, so I'll be taken care of. So, and they were cool laughing about it. And, but I've never had that happen before like that. I was like, what? We paid to be here. And the guy, not the owner, but the guy who actually lives in the building, the caretaker, came in. He was so embarrassed. He said, look, guys, we're so sorry that this happened. We're having an issue with the mayor and he's trying to stop us and blah, blah, blah. So they're accommodating us. So they said, once we get this straightened out, and they have a website on Facebook. You can Google them. It's all there. So anybody can go and want to do this. Yeah. But we didn't know this was going to happen. And it was just, the whole thing was funny, but it kicked up the whole town. They were all on there, all those women that used to work there, because it was a mental ward. They have it on their site on Facebook, mental ward. hospital. So it was that first, and then later it became a nursing facility. So you had all these nurses that was there, and they were like everybody. I bet you I blocked and deleted like almost 75 people. It was insane. Everybody was like, they were mad that we were in there doing that. And we were like, oh my gosh. But
actually in your Facebook comments that night, and people were like, you're not allowed in there. And I'm like, they wouldn't be in there if they weren't allowed.
We didn't just walk in. Like, yeah. The doors, they let us in, the key. They had the room all set up, food and everything, accommodating us, you know.
I don't see how that's legal. I don't see how they can do that. I don't see how that's legal.
It was embarrassing on both parties, but
the guy owns it.
Sean Austin was like, it was your fault, Mandy. Everybody's seen you live on Facebook. And even the cop said, you know how you got caught? I was like, but we paid to be here. He goes, yeah. Somebody's seen you on Facebook Live and reported you.
Yeah, somebody had nothing else better to do.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
People suck. They really do.
Yeah, and but it turns out that the guy that owns that place, he has a huge hospital over in Montana. And we get 2 nights there for free. And he says, that don't even worry about nothing like that happening over there. We got that one settled. He actually had the same problem when he first bought the hospital there. It's called the James Hospital. And he said he had the same problem with that little town. And then he got that resolved. So we get to book 2 nights there. And we get to come back to the terrace views. Once he gets this situated with the mayor, we get to come back for 2 more nights. For free.
So it's going to work out.
Yeah, but we got so much hate from Millersburg, Ohio. It was crazy.
But you're seeing that a little more as more places pop up, though. You know, I guess the Bible Belt you want to talk about. You know, they people open these up, and the town just is like, "Why? No, you can't do this."
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if they're scared of the paranormal or a lot of religion factor into it also.
Ryan and Nacho, I'm going to tell you guys, that place was haunted from the time we stepped in the door. It was popping off. I said, I was so mad because it was so active. And they even post videos of doors slamming and stuff. And it was so clean. The place was clean. Oh, it was nice. It was nice.
So let's 2026. What's your big plans?
Well, I got some things going on. I can't say too much, but I can tell you just a little bit. We are traveling in March. Don't you forget Chasity. We're going to Missouri. She's taking her husband. I'm taking mine. We're going to 2 locations in Missouri. One is an asylum. And then the next night we're going to this haunted museum. And we're going to be diving into a little bit of the cryptid stuff too. So, yeah.
You don't go like hunt Bigfoot and like Dogman and stuff, or?
Oh yeah. I'm all about it. I'm all about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. People with less followers, like new groups. We'll say new groups. Any advice to them, like how to start out, and because you've been doing this for 9 years, so what advice do you have for a newer group coming up? Trying to.
If they're trying to like get out there more to get more content going, followers, or to find new places? Like
content, places. I mean.
Well, if you want to get your page going, get more you got to put more content, and you have to be consistent. So we do a little bit of everything. I noticed my page really started taking off years ago when I used to be real strict. I would never put my mediumship over here on Ghost Sisters because I was trying to just keep it, and I would only post memes that had to do with the paranormal. And I decided, okay, I'm not getting out there enough. I'm getting just a little bit of likes here and there. I'm not really getting no new followers. So I was like, okay, I'm going to change it up. So once I started to change it up and start throwing funny stuff on there too, mixing it up, because it kind of goes with our personalities, because we are, we're pretty goofy. We take it serious when we're out there, but we're fun. You know what I mean? It's our personality. We're a little goofy when we're out there, but we have fun. So I started posting funny things like that. and just changing it up. And I noticed the page just started jumping and jumping and jumping. I was getting different people who might not have been into the paranormal, but they were coming over, you know? So just posting, you can post what you want, but you have to find out what works. Okay. What works? If you can get them to really like the paranormal and you're good with videos, posting just videos on that and memes, you might get lucky. Okay. But you have to be consistent. That's the key, is consistency. That's what I've learned. So I do change it up. It's not always just funny memes. It's paranormal stuff, funny memes or something like that. And my videos, most of all my videos are paranormal. Yeah. Every now and then I might throw a funny meme talking about, you know, when you're, or funny real when you're out there, you know, investigating something like that.
Yeah, a little blooper.
That's what causes it to get out there.
Yeah, I think you have a good mix because you do a lot of lives, a lot of videos, but you also have a lot of memes out there too that are very interactive memes. Like you ask a lot of questions through your memes. So I think that brings a lot of people in. I laugh at them all the time. So, I mean, they're good. Besides those stupid name ones, I hate those. Like, what's your elf name, or, you know, your first.
But you want to know why we'll throw stuff up out there like that? It gets the content. It really gets the reach out there. No joke. It gets the reach out there.
It does, but my name's always terrible. Like, it never a good name. Like, I might switch my name up just to have a cool name, elf name. I don't know.
Do you guys have a favorite spot? Like one place that if you could go to all the time that you would go to?
Dang. What do you think, Chas? How about you, Chastity? Do you got a place? What do you think?
Not really. I don't have a certain place in it.
I really can't pinpoint one place because there's so many good places that we've returned to over and over. I can't really name one place, but one place I can say there is one place in Tennessee, the Ura Shrine, we've been to numerous times. We always return to that.
Which we ain't been there in a while. It's shocking.
I just filmed there. I was just there in the summertime because I filmed there with Beacon TV, with Dave Schrader and all them.
That one I would say I like better of all of them. Because I like the owner. He's cool.
Rick, the owner's cool. Yep. But there's so many of them. There's Cooper Hill, Missouri. We found that location and we used to go to it all the time. There's so many. I just can't pinpoint one because we've returned to a lot of them because they were just so good, you know?
Yeah. Do you feel like you return to a lot because there's answers that need to be, questions that need to be answered?
Yeah. Yeah. So. Because I think if you just go to a location once, you're not going to get as much. I think if you keep going back, you'll get more. You always find more.
Yeah, we've been to the one in Mansfield numerous times.
The Mansfield prison? Yeah.
No, not the prison. The firehouse.
Oh, yeah. The fire department there. That's a good one. It's a museum, fire museum in Mansfield, Ohio.
You're a shrine in Tennessee. I heard a lot of good things about that. Mm-hmm. The Tennessee Shadow Chasers on.
We are ambassadors of the shrine.
Yeah.
And so the owner allows us, anytime we want to go there, I just call up Rick and say, hey, Rick, we want to come here this date, this time. And he's like, all right.
Yeah. I heard like when you walk into that place, it's like stepping back into history.
That place
is not decorated for sure.
Yeah. It's, you feel the energy at this place. It's different than any place we've ever been to because most places you're going into a haunted Victorian house or a mansion or an asylum or a hospital, jail, prison. This isn't like that. This is like everything has a different inside of it. Everything's different. You get you got a cave. You've got the witch's stead. You've got everything. The Earth Gate. I mean, it's like, whoa, there's so many different things in one place, you know? It's different.
Mandy took my daughter investigating a couple of weeks ago. Now my daughter's having things happening at her house where the toys are going off sounding like Spanish. My daughter's like, I'm never going to investigate with Aunt Mandy again.
Hey.
That's
Shoot,
what ants
you
are
know,
for. Bad influence, right? Oh,
funny.
we always talk about the cost of being a paranormal investigator. It's expensive, but it's fun.
It can be expensive. That's why I'm grateful to be able to get into a lot of these locations for free.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool to do. And I know a lot of places that are not paid places to go. So I can call them up and be like, hey, I'd like to come over and investigate. And they're like, okay, yeah, come on in. So that's a plus. But yeah, it is expensive. It can be, but it's
Yeah,
worth
you
it.
did a place right down the street from me in Concord, Ohio. I think it was last month.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You should have. Did you reach out to me? And I can get
No,
you.
I jumped on your live and you're
I
like
probably didn't
Concord,
even see it, did I?
Concord, Ohio. I'm like, that's 2 minutes down the road.
You know, I think I seen someone comment that, but I didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Know? That was the Stagecoach house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get in there anytime I want. Now that one's abandoned, but the lady who owns it, she allows us to go there if we want. And I've taken quite a few people.
Well, next time you're up this way, hit me up. I'm again, new places. Never even heard of that place. I'm like, Concord, what does that have? I mean,
I know.
I've never heard anything about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about equipment real quick. Chastity, go-to equipment.
Ink box. And the
Was it-
spray. The spray we do.
The spray. You gotta elaborate on this.
Put a light there, flashlight, and then we spray water. And then we have the spirit go over there to the water and take a picture because we could get a picture of them in the mist. We've gotten a lot of good pictures off of it. We use an app to take the picture on.
Okay. Nacho, we're gonna have to try that next time.
Yeah, there's an app called Ghost Pro, and the guy who invented it, his name is Joe. I can't remember his last name, but it's very interesting because you record with it, and it even has a built-in obelisk, so sometimes words pop up. But what you're recording as you're using light and water, which water is one of the factors that plays into energy for spirit. So a lot of times we'll use that. Well, we haven't actually. We did it one time here not too long ago, but it's usually we don't use it a whole lot. We used to, but you just record and then you go back slowly through your video. And a lot of times you'll see images and that are really creepy, but you have to be careful because of pareidolia. That is something that your eyes are instantly going to see. So what I like to be the one to go through it because I want to make sure I'm not seeing that. But we've actually captured some really cool stuff with it that actually looks like people in it. Yeah.
So besides yourself, Mandy, what equipment do you like?
I really love my ink box. That's my favorite. I like the intercom box too, but I really love the ink box. And I like my recorder because it's a sensitive recorder. It's an older recorder when I get stuff on there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just mainly I love my ink box.
Is that the ink box? Is that like the spirit box that you use, like the radio?
Yes, it looks like an 80s boom box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see with that all the time. I think you have that on 90% of the time, don't you?
Yeah. I try not to use it. My husband's always like, I really wish you wouldn't use the ink box that much. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, I just think you guys use it too much. And I kind of, you know what? He's right. I don't want to use it the whole time. And you really shouldn't have your box running. You should not have, in my opinion, you shouldn't have a spirit box running the whole time.
Yeah.
You could be missing so much because you could be missing on hearing disembodied voices, noises going on around you. So I will turn it on and off, but I won't leave it running all the time. I like to hear, things going on.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of good stuff out of that too, though.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Nice meeting you guys. I have to jump off here.
Right.
I just want to jump on, say hi, and meet you guys.
All right, nice meeting you, Chastity. You have a
If
good
there's
night.
any questions before I jump off here or whatever?
Nacho, any questions?
You put me on the spot, man. I can't think that fast. No, I think I'm good. I'll think
Yeah,
of
we're
something 5 minutes after you leave, but
I'm good, guys. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Well,
Chassie. Nice meeting you.
nice meeting you too. You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Michelle. Yeah, Madison Seminary is kind of like my go-to place. I've been there 15 times now.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, first of all, it's right down the street. Second of all, there's a lot of different spirits there, which I like. You got like your darker entity, you got your nicer entity. So it depends where you go in that building. And it's kind of just a mix of spirits. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, we actually, the first time we went there, I was working in law enforcement at the time we went there. And I actually took he wasn't a sergeant at the time. He was just a regular officer, but he went with us. And it was funny because we actually used the spray, and we caught a picture of a child in the hallway. And we actually got a picture of an old man wearing a red hat.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. And we got a lot of really good EVP responses. I mean, the one lady was on there talking, and she was talking about, oh my gosh, we got it on our social media. I can't remember because it's been so long. But this lady was talking about, she called us Yankees and everything, man. She was on there, but she was the woman we were talking to was the woman that was staying there. She was a spy back then. I can't remember the lady's name, but we were talking to her, and she was communicating with us on the recorder. And we got like this whole big like sentence of her talking to us. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, EVPs in Madison is ridiculous. I mean, if you want EVPs, you go to Madison. I've had full sentences. I said it's a big Elizabeth. That's correct. Elizabeth was a name.
Yes, it was, and she said her name was Elizabeth on the recorder too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a great place though. If you want EVPs, that's the best. I'm going over my last 2 investigations there, and I've got some good stuff coming out of direct answers, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Elizabeth Stiles. That's correct.
Yes, Ginny. High Heels and Hauntings. That was the name I was trying to think of. Michelle, her and I messed with the Ouija board at the Ewer Shrine. We got good responses.
Now, you got me into mirror scribing when you were at Bill.
Yeah.
When you were at Bill Manor, you were doing it. I tried it. It's freaky. I'm not going to lie.
You got to do it at a place that's really, really haunted. Like I've done it at the Randolph Asylum. I've done it at the Ewer Shrine. The Ewer Shrine was the first place I ever did it, and that was creepy. Yeah, that was creepy.
So let me ask you, what do you actually? Because I saw you do it at Bill Manor, and I'm like, I got to try this. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, try it. What are you looking for when you're doing mirror script?
Well, what you're looking for is to see if your face changes. So basically, they always say mirrors are portals. So if something was to actually come through, your face will change. And I think it can be sort of like a pareidolia thing too. So you got to be careful with that, because at one point it did look like I was getting a beard. It started looking like a man. And I'm like, whoa. So it is cool to do, but you just got to kind of, I don't know, but you can see shadow figures and stuff sometimes go by.
Yeah.
But it can get real creepy. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think do you believe, a lot of people talk about that being a portal, you can bring bad stuff in?
The more I've been out there with Sean Austin and these dang portals, this man be bringing out the bad stuff. And I'm like, I've been to the places numerous times and never had these things growling at me and talking. I mean, they talked a little crazy, but like, it's bad. I'm like, and he always says he feels like there's a portal or something, and the thing came through the portal. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm starting to think it's either they're following him because, he's a demonologist, or they're really coming through the thing, I mean, who knows? We can't see the portal. So
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's really going on? Are they stepping in from the spirit realm over to here because they see us? I don't know, but there's something to it, I think.
We did talk about that a little bit one podcast about how people can be portals too.
Oh yeah, I've heard people say that.
I mean, it's possible with Sean. I mean, everywhere he goes, there's a portal because they know he's going to talk to them.
Yeah.
So maybe he's creating his own portal where they're coming to talk to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a theory, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Nacho?
I think you can't rule out anything.
There you go. I'm with you, Nacho.
Anything is possible at this point.
Will we ever know all the answers or any of the answers?
I don't know, and that's why I wanted to keep going, doing what I'm doing, is because I wanted answers. All these things that were happening around me, I was like, okay, I knew my brother was trying to warn me. My brother, he was killed when he was 15. So I knew, because he was the first one that came around me and was scaring the hell out of me. But I knew that type of spirit ghost, would be trying to help you, trying to tell you things, but not all these other ones. I didn't understand. Okay, what is going on? Why are they doing this? I guess being a paranormal investigator, I wanted to know more. I needed answers. I want to know. I'm very intrigued in the afterlife. I really am. Even though I communicate with spirit all the time when I do readings for people all over the world, it's not enough. I love it when I hear them talking to me when I'm out there investigating. It's awesome to capture, that evidence.
I always tell Nacho, I want to get the story straight because stories change all the time. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's why they're trapped here, because their stories are wrong.
That I've never looked at it like that. That's a good way to look at it. Because every time we're out there, it's like, help me, help. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going on over there?
What kind of help do you need?
Yeah, exactly. But who's hurting you? You okay? Yeah. You just want to move on? But this is my passion, This isn't a hobby. I would never call investigating a hobby. Never. I lift weights for a living. I'm a fitness person. I've been lifting weights for, God, it's going to tell my age, 26, 27 years now. But that's my hobby. Ghost hunting, that is my passion. I love it. And that's why you see me out there so much too. I can't, it's very addicting. You can't get enough, You just want more.
Very addicting.
I call it a hobby right now because I'm not retired. Because I'm not retired and I can't make it my passion yet. Yeah. Hopefully in a few years it'll be my passion. So
I love it. I do.
Oh, I love just going out there. It's I guess a break from reality, you want to call it.
Yeah.
Getting away from work, getting away from everyday life.